What's your soul saying? Oh.
Welcome to my channel, Align with My Soul. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking and taking the time to comment and sharing your feelings and sharing some of your story of what you've experienced so far. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you so much. If you are new, I have recently done a video sharing my face and a bit about myself and some of the complications and obstacles that I've been challenged with on this twin flame journey so far. So if you want to check that out, it is in the description box down below. So I'm going to get straight into the masculine reading today, because I don't want to bore all my viewers that come back every time and for me to say the same thing over and over again. So for anyone that's new, that's just clicked on, if you don't want to know about me, there is a video, so it is in the description box down below, so go and check it out. So I'm going to do a video, this reading today for the energy of the masculine over this weekend. So I'm going to pick one card from the Angel Oracle from Ambika Waters. So I'm not going to make it too long, but I'm just going to get the overall energy of over this weekend, what he's going to be experiencing. I hope you guys are all well and coping whatever situation you're in. And we know that recently the Divine Masculines, there's been big shifts and progress, and within the person that's watching, I expect you've been experiencing big shifts, which causes us to feel quite uncomfortable, because lots of things are coming up within us to challenge us and to trigger us and for us to just get rid of, because it doesn't serve us anymore. We need to release it from within. So I hope you're okay, because I know it can be challenging and painful, and you have to excuse my words because that's how I'm being affected by how I'm speaking. Right, I have asked for God's blessings and guidance before I did this reading, so let's see what wants to come out for your Divine Masculine. And when I say Divine Masculine, Feminine, please don't be offended. It is just energy, I realise that, but the labels of Divine Feminine, Masculine, him, her, he, she, it's just easier for me to say and easier for you to understand. So don't be offended, just put it into your situation, how it resonates. So I've got the Archangel Gabriel. I am made whole by the message of love, brotherhood and freedom. So your Divine Masculine is, he knows that the more, he can love himself and go within and accept who he is and feel unconditional love for himself, he's going to feel this freedom and he's going to feel so whole. So this is really good energy to be in over the weekend. So he knows that he should be feeling whole, and that's what he's working on. And by feeling whole and feeling love, unconditional love for himself and for others, he will feel this freedom. He will be free from this burden and this upset that's been dragging him down for so long, because he has been releasing things that aren't serving him, which has made him very uncomfortable, which we got in the last reading. So let's have a look what the additional message is for this card. Right. Traditionally, Gabriel is the messenger of the word of God. His name means God is my strength. He announces the mystery of incarnations to all souls before they're born, and instructs us to all of us as to what our talents and tasks in this world will be. He is the patron of saint of small children, and he looks after and nourishes the child in each of us. A child who may be arrested in growth or wounded and in need of love. He guides us to release our inner child with words of tenderness and love. His guiding hand is always there to protect what is natural and pure within us. All religions honour Gabriel as the most powerful messenger of the source. He never tires of delivering the word of God to those who will listen and honour the source within themselves. He is known as the chief ambassador to humanity, the angel of revelation, the bringer of good news, judgment and mercy. He is the angel of joy and the spirit of truth. Gabriel helps us to find the wisdom in our physical bodies and to know our personal truths. He respects the absolute individuality of each person. He can assist us to live our truths faithfully, honouring our talents and gifts. He can help us find the courage to live from the deep knowledge within ourselves which respects our God-given abilities. Gabriel can also help us succeed in developing our individual gifts and fully expressing ourselves. Gabriel's gift to us is to nurture our strength and conviction that we are each making a valuable contribution to the spiritual development of humanity simply by being who we are. He is available to help us accept the truth in situations where there is conflict between what we know to be right and what is being represented as truth. He helps us to see what is real for us in every situation where our insights and intuitions are called upon to direct and guide us. Gabriel lights the way to the truth within our hearts and helps us to see what is in the right path for us to follow the highest good and the greatest joy. So wow, this is beautiful. Your divine masculine is connecting with God, and Gabriel is helping your divine masculine because he's given him strength and knowing and helping him and healing to know that it's okay for who he is, to accept who he is, to love who he is, to feel unconditional love for himself, and to bring out his natural talents and know his natural talents and listen to his intuition and know all the amazing things that he is, how beautiful he is, instead of all of the old things that are causing him so much pain and negativity. He's actually allowing himself to be in the energy this weekend to receive this guidance and help from God and Archangel Gabriel to help him go within and to find that inner strength, and for him to look at things differently, to look at things in a different light, look at himself and others or situations in a different light, and have unconditional love. So he could be thinking about, and taking a look at, really taking and thinking about his talents and the gifts that he has. And Gabriel is about bringing forward the truth. So the truth about who he really is, the truth about all this other stuff that your divine masculine has been thinking for so many years or for some time now, that he's not good enough and that he's no good, he's just not good and he's a bad person and he feels bad about himself and about not knowing his self-worth. He's actually, Gabriel's and God is helping your divine masculine go within and trust his intuition, and when you can do that, you will feel this unconditional love, and you will get the guidance and the wisdom and the truth of what you've been wanting and what you've been desiring. And you just feel like that you can manage anything in your life when your heart is open and you're full of love and you're feeling unconditional love towards yourself and others. You're just shining so brightly and your light affects everybody around you. So this weekend is really quite intense energy for your divine masculine, because he realises when he feels this unconditional love, it makes him feel whole, and this feeling of freedom, the freedom that he feels by feeling this love. And he knows that you, the person that's watching, are helping him dissolve and delete the stuff that aren't serving him anymore. He knows that the love that he feels for you is pushing him and triggering him to deal with the stuff that's just not serving him anymore, and he's thinking about things that he wants to do with his life, like the gifts that he naturally has, and talents that he naturally has. So he could be thinking about his talents and gifts, and actually giving himself praise for that as well, and actually going, well, I could do something. It's believing in himself is the word I want. It's believing in himself, and when he's believing in himself, it makes him feel whole and has this freedom. And then you feel you're just experiencing love all the time, because love, when you're feeling that love, you just feel like you can push forwards and take action and deal with anything. And it's about him having the understanding of allowing good things to happen, and that this is the truth. It is the truth. What's within and the answers he wants is the truth. It's about truth as well. So when he's truthful about who he is and knows his worth and feels his unconditional love, and that's when he will experience freedom, and he will get confident and have the courage to move forwards and know what action to take, because it just comes to him, because his heart is so open and that guidance comes so easily. And he'll feel confident, yeah, like I say, to actually say how he really feels, to know it's okay to be himself, to actually share how he feels, to experience love. Because your divine masculine might be, you know, he might not have ever experienced love before. Well, he hasn't experienced love like this love that you have between you, but in any form he could have not, you know, things could have happened to him where he just, no one's shown love, or he's just, because of that, he hasn't, you know, he has got these barriers up and layers and things protecting himself because he doesn't want to get hurt. And he behaves in a certain way because he's protecting himself. And I think, you know, this love that he experienced with you, he's just like blown him away and made him so afraid and uncomfortable, because it's so powerful and intense and he doesn't know how to deal with it. But this is how Archangel Gabriel's helping your divine masculine, giving him the strength, and for him to go within, to trust his intuition and to feel better about himself, because he has been feeling, you know, by releasing all these negative emotions, you know, all these different things, thoughts, he has been suffering. He has been feeling uncomfortable. And he's having to surrender and hand things over to God and getting guidance from Archangel Gabriel. And that's how, you know, the energy is this weekend. So this is really positive for your divine masculine. And if you're watching and you're frustrated and you're angry because you're like, oh, I can't see anything changing, and you know, you still keep believing this, you know, and take your focus off of your divine masculine. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, because your divine masculine, this isn't about your divine masculine, it's about you, the person that's watching. This journey is about you, because you're one soul. So even though you're not with the physical person, you're one soul, so you're not apart. It's different from any other relationship. So when you feel whole and unconditional love for yourself, you will feel the freedom. And this is why your divine masculine is experiencing, he's experiencing, I can't think of the word, but he's gaining from this, from your energy feeling unconditional love, because he's now being able to go within and receive guidance and wisdom from God, because he's trusting in God and he's trusting in the signs and stuff that are being put in place for him to understand. He's got a greater understanding of this journey, this relationship with you, and And he knows it's through you. He knows it's through you. And he knows that he's got to do this work. He knows that he's got to feel whole. Before he can come back to you. The same as you know that. And he's experiencing this freedom from handing things over to God as well. So that's really beautiful. Your divine masculine is in a very intense energy, but moving forwards again this weekend, over this weekend. And I can feel the shift. You can feel the shift, I expect. But again, while we're feeling these shifts and this rapid change, it is uncomfortable because we're having to release and let go. And your divine masculine is letting go and going with the flow and allowing, accepting, trusting, having faith. And by doing that, he is receiving this unconditional love and feeling better about himself, accepting and feeling freedom. So that is beautiful. Right, now I'm going to get the energy, go to the energy pots to see what the energy he's in as well over this weekend. So I hope that resonates to you and you're in a good place and you've got this greater understanding, and you know this journey isn't about the physical person and it's about you, but I know that you're here to watch it because you're just interested to see what's going on with your masculine. I hope you're in that place and you're not angry. Because obviously if you are angry, this video isn't for you. There you go, courage. Because he's in this energy of allowing himself to go within and feeling, knowing how, accepting who he is and being able to be himself. He's having the courage, because when he's letting go of doubt and the fear and anxiety that he's been experiencing for so long, is allowing him to have this courage because he's putting his trust. He knows that God is supporting him. He's got faith, which is enabling him to have this courage. So he's in the courage, he's in the energy of courage. So some of you could be hearing from your divine masculine. There could be a message coming, or something that's some kind of action coming towards you. Or there could be him having courage to actually sort a situation out that he's having to deal with wherever he is. Freedom, there you go. You cannot make this stuff up. By him having been in this energy, he's experiencing the freedom. He's getting the benefits. He's getting the benefits from being in this energy. He's feeling more whole, which means you're feeling more whole. The person that's watching, you're feeling more whole. You're doing this work within yourself for allowing your masculine to experience what he's experiencing over this weekend. And he's benefiting, is the word, and he's feeling the courage and the freedom from feeling this unconditional love. Right, now we're going to see what he would love to communicate to you in 3D and what he's saying to you in the 5D. So let's see what's coming out. I would love to swim in the ocean with you. That comes up a lot. This is to do with water. So your divine masculine could be near an ocean or some kind of water. So he'd love to swim with you, basically, in the ocean, or that's how he wants you to know that he'd love to swim with you in the ocean. And I live near the ocean, so and I know that my divine masculine loves the ocean, so that does resonate with me. So I hope it resonates with you, but he would love to swim with you, so that's really nice, and that's what he'd say, which is really nice. I can't put into words how much I love you. So he would love to say to you, I can't put into words how much I love you. He loves you so much. He loves you so much, and he wants to tell you so much. And this courage and this freedom from this burden of all this weight on his shoulder of all this negativity and fear and doubt and anxiety is releasing from him. So he's going to be having the courage to tell you how he feels, because he's going to have this freedom, and when he's going to be feeling free, he's just going to be so like confident, and because he's going to be trusting God to know that everything is going to be resolved and everything's going to be okay and everybody involved is okay, because he's literally leaning on God. And when you can do that is when you experience freedom, as you know, the person that's watching. So, right, I'm not going to go on for oh, actually, I've done the card for you, but the person that's watching. This is really important. It's the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit. So it's what God wants you to know today. What is the message for you today, the person that's watching? What do you need to know to help you stay focused on your spiritual journey and to uplift you and you to be feel supported? What is the message for the person that's watching today? Nice clear message. Wake up. Ooh, that's interesting. Right. Well, the message is, you've been so caught up in the dramas of life, you've forgotten who you are and what you're about. Action to take. Be aware of all the current situations and dramas in your life. Do not give too much attention to them. Instead, focus on your attention on what you desire in life and where you are going and what you're about. And the powerful affirmation is, I fully awakened the divine spirit within me. So you could have been experiencing where you just feel really preoccupied at the moment and you're focusing on all the things, maybe the negative things that you're having to sort out in your life, or you're just not focused at the moment and you're not feeling like you're connecting with God and putting your trust in God. And you're focusing more on the dramas and things in life. So you need to take some time out, have some quiet time, spend some time in nature and focus on what you actually do desire in life, and not put your focus and attention on the stuff that's not serving you anymore, or the stuff that is negative in your life. Come away from that. Stop thinking about or worrying about things and looking at them in a negative way and think, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, how's that going to work, or whatever. Actually take a step back and chill and think about what you actually do want in life, your desires, and trust. Hand them over. If you're feeling overloaded with everything at the moment, hand it over to God and ask for help, and make sure you have quiet time, make sure you do something you love. That's really important. You do something you love every day. Take time for yourself so you can do something where you feel like you're connected with God, even if it's somewhere quiet where you can talk to God and express your worries. It's really important to have that connection and take that time for yourself as well, because you need to clear whatever it is that you're focusing on more that's negative. You need to get out of that and think about, actually, this is what I desire. And if there's something, you need to move away from anything that's toxic or negative or having a negative effect on you. You need to move away from that. Wake up. Don't keep getting more and more drawn in by the negative, or going in too much and trying to sort a situation out that's draining you. Have a rest from it and ask for the guidance, because then when you do that, when you do actually quieten your mind and you go within, you connect with God, the answer's there anyway. Something will happen, something will just click, and it will show you and help you snap out of this whatever it is that you're focusing on and taking more notice of than your spiritual journey and the desires that you're wanting. So I hope that's helped you in some way. So stay focused, and as I always say, stay focused and concentrate on yourself, not what's going on with your masculine, what he's up to and what he's not up to, what he's not doing, what he's doing. Just focus on yourself and what you're desiring, what you want to do in life, what makes you happy. Because when you do that, that's what you're doing it for your masculine anyway. You don't need to work out or control your masculine. You need to have unconditional love for yourself and trust God. Get out of the way of this journey and allow God to show you the way, and allow it to unfold how God wants it to, in God's plan. Stop doubting and trying to force things to happen. Just allow them to happen and trust, and not think about and doubt your masculine. Trust your masculine, believe in your masculine, love your masculine. Not to get rid of this anger or frustration that you have, or whatever happened before on your journey to do with your masculine. Let go of that and try and stay in the moment. The more you can stay in the moment and not think too much ahead and too much behind what happened in the past, you're going to feel so much better within yourself and so much more connected, and you'll be given signs and guidance to deal with things in your life, your everyday life. I hope this resonated with you today. I think it's really good, your divine masculines in this energy over this weekend, because he's progressing all the time, and he's getting that guidance and support that he needs, so he can come towards you, so he can have the courage to then experience this freedom. Right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and it meant something to you. Keep trusting, keep believing. I think about you all the time, and I'm sending my love, my support, my light, my strength to you all, and I love you all very much. And I'll see you, I won't see you, but I'll do another video in a couple of days to see what's going on with your masculine for next week. So take care of yourself, guys. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying?